see if everything's working. Okay, looks good. So we are back here right before the Bray fight. If you've seen the title, I'm still a little sick. By the way, I don't know how I still haven't recovered, but you know, I mean, it's barely a sickness at this point. I mean, I'm basically fine again. But yeah, so if you've seen the title and you're wondering about the part 1, so basically I was gonna do a bigger stream probably tonight. I was thinking I'd probably do it tonight. The thing is, however, we are about to go into, up until Seraph itself, probably the single most dangerous segment in this entire run, so I don't know if this run will survive. As such, I figured, before going into tonight, we'll see if I actually do end up streaming. Again, I should just get this segment out of the way. It's not gonna be very long. I don't know how long it'll take, maybe at most an hour, if I had to guess. So basically, I'm gonna try to do that now. If the run lasts, I might do another stream tonight, later tonight, where I play a bigger segment, basically. I might also do it later, not tonight, I don't know. Yeah, so that's basically why I have that part 1 in there. Let's hope everything goes well, but first of all we have to deal with Evray here. Obviously we'll run slow proof on these two. Definitely First Strike, I don't think this really matters here. Sensor is good. Oh yeah, that reminds me I should still have permanent sensor on. Hold on. Let me just get rid of that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, obviously for practicing I always enable the permanent sensor. Gonna make sure to turn that off again when we're actually doing the run. Yeah, this should not matter. None of this could matter. Does use elemental attacks, lightning and fire, however you have to have wards for both, not just one, in order for it to matter. Also, we shouldn't ever see that move. Oh yeah, however, we will probably equip the sleep proof on Waka here. If we do see it, this can matter. So about that, by the way, I had multiple strategies. So at first, what I was basically trying to do is immediately mental break with Orin, because basically we can take away his entire health bar, almost his entire health bar, in just one single threat, and pretty much. As long as Orin is slowed, of course, and we have haste on our damage dealers, as well as have mental break applied to Evray. So I basically tried to just immediately mental break very early into the fight. That was my initial strategy, and then Orin would get hit by the delay buster or delay attack, the counter, whichever the counter is. He would get hit by that, and then he would also get slowed by the Sloga, basically. And yeah, you basically just get his turn nuked out of orbit. However, we would basically plan to do it in 2 cycles, where then I would have to eventually pull back for the poison breath. And then while we're away from Evray, I would haste Orin again and then eventually re-slow him so we're ready to do the threat. And there was just one problem with that strategy. I spent so much time trying to find a way to make that strategy 100% consistent. However, there is one major issue, which is that frying photons, I believe it's called. That fire and lightning elemental move. Though it can kind of just end your run, I feel like. So if it's obviously a multi-hit move, and if it hits like once for 2 characters and then everything else goes on a 3rd character and it just kills them, it's extremely bad. I'm not sure if that can happen. So far I've come very close to some characters dying, especially the lower HP ones, and I don't want to risk it actually happening. So I've not died to that move yet, but I can't be sure that it's not possible, because I only did maybe like 5 to 10 practice attempts or something where I got hit by that, and it definitely seems dangerous and I don't want to deal with that. Also, maybe I should close my window. I think there's some stuff going on outside. Is that fine? Just trying to see if it's recording that. No, I think it's fine, whatever. I don't think you guys can hear that. Yeah, I don't know, there was some kid doing some weird stuff outside anyway. Let's get back into the game. Yeah, basically I want to try to kill him in one cycle before we ever have to pull away and before we ever have to deal with the flying photons. By the way, the photons, it's not really built into a cycle normally. Let me just pull up the document here. I'm not gonna make it so you guys can see it, but for me, okay, yeah, so he does that after he gets attacked 6 times, basically. Or targeted 6 times or whatever. I don't know if like slow counts, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I don't think we'll ever see that move. So yeah, basically I just went back to the drawing board and I devised a strategy that just kills him basically immediately before he gets to do anything. The downside is depending on the RNG we get, we might have to spend considerably more resources on the fight. I don't think I'll have to use any ethers, and we'll definitely save high potions and all bad potions, so it's not all bad. I don't think I'll really have to use any healing items pretty much. However, what we might have to use as worst case, we might have to use a smoke bomb or maybe even 2 smoke bombs with Riku, which definitely sucks, but it's not that bad. I think I only ended up needing like 4, maybe at most, for the crazy Shiva fight. We have 10, so that should be okay. And another thing, we will almost certainly, no actually definitely, will have to use chocobo feathers. So I think we have 9 at the moment. So I think I haven't sorted this in a while, let's just do that. Yeah, we have 9, so I think I'm gonna have to probably use 2 chocobo feathers. That's... maybe if it's really bad I might have to use 3, we'll see. I think that's okay. I think we'll be fine with that loss. We'll even get chocobo wings very soon, and I didn't really burn through nearly all of my chocobo wings in the original run, so yeah. Drinking some tea on the side, by the way. Okay, so I think we're ready for the fight. Oh yeah, no wait, overdrives. So the Dancer is actually a really interesting strategy. I'm pretty sure I want Tidus and Riku on Dancer with Lulu. Okay, so the way it works is basically I can delay him for a while, and while we do that I will be proccing Dancer all the time. However, while he's threatened, obviously he's not going to be countering, so that's going to make Dancer completely useless. So depending on how well it goes, basically Dancer can give better or worse yields than Warrior. I think I'd like to go with the consistency and give Warrior to Lulu, but Tidus, and Riku can definitely stay on Dancer, because yeah, it doesn't really matter for those guys. They're not going to be dealing much damage. Yeah, I think these can also all be Dancer, honestly. Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay, let me just check our equipment one last time. I really don't want to mess this up. Dark Touch, perfect. We need Dark Touch Sleep Proof on Waka, amazing. Although I don't think the Sleep Proof will come into action here, although against the Altana it might. But I'm not actually going to be doing Altana, because that's not part of the super dangerous segment. The dangerous segment is basically Via Purifico and both parts of Via Purifico. We'll talk about it when we get there. So there's some really, really bad stuff in Via Purifico that can happen. Yeah, I think we're totally fine here with this equipment. Yeah, so important part again is just slow proof on Tidus and Riku. This is of course not guaranteed, you know, if you're replicating the run or whatever. I think I save edited this, or maybe I didn't. In the original run I ended up just farming it because it wasn't Ironman. Yeah, so you'll want slow proof on Riku and whatever other character you have it on, I guess, and then definitely want Dark Touch on Waka here. That's very essential, and I think the rest doesn't really matter. If things go really, really poorly, maybe the sleep proof will come up, as I said, but yeah, let's go then, I suppose. I might actually buy a couple of potions here. Yeah, it does charge an up price, but yeah. The Bavel fights might take some potions out of us. Also, is this good formation-wise? No, it's not, right? We'll want this kind of formation, I believe. Oh yeah, by the way, one more thing I did check, because of the white wind. because the ATB thing, it showed that it delayed Kimari bunch, right? When I selected white went, but I actually went back and tested it and it actually doesn't. It's just bugged, like the ATB just shows that it delays him, but it actually doesn't, so it is actually rank 3. And it was also rank 3 in the original FFX apparently. I thought it was just a change to the Masters mod, but the wiki says it was just always rank 3 even in vanilla. Okay, anyway, that's enough yapping, so yeah, we should be able to go in. Okay, I think I really gotta close my window. There's some people doing really weird stuff outside. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I think this is actually bad RNG. So, funnily enough, Kimari can get his turn either before or after every, depending on RNG. You'd think it's better to have more turns early, but actually I think it's bad to have more turns early. We're gonna start with hasting Titus. That's basically because we won't have anything to do here. So I don't want to attack him, because he's gonna counter, which is bad. So if I Dark Buster him, then I can attack. However, I'm gonna have to slow him in order to get rid of the haste that he's gonna cast on himself in a bit, so then he Asunas himself, and then I'll just have to Dark Buster again, which is obviously a waste of resources, so we're not gonna be doing that. As such, we have literally nothing to do here. So now I'm just gonna be doing this, because this is the soonest we can get another turn, I guess. Then here, I did experiment with doing this instead. The problem is if Riku gets it with Stone Gaze, it's not amazing, because she loses her haste, and she's also supposed to actually cure whoever gets petrified, so I think this is better. I'm not sure, like it should work out either way, it's just about whichever uses up more resources, so I've been usually doing it like this, and it always worked out well enough, so let's do it like this again. Oh yeah, also I don't have my stream open right now. Should always have it open, just in the off case that someone does join and write something in chat. Probably won't happen, but okay, by the way, we got literally the worst possible RNG. So it seems to be about 50-50 if Kimari gets his turn earlier or not. And then there's also the 1 in 3 chance of Titus getting hit, both of which we basically got the worst possible outcome on. So yeah, that's amazing, right? We start with this. Now, this might look weird, but we're gonna be doing this, I believe. Is that right? Hold on. Yes, I think this is right. He doesn't look hasted to me, by the way. Is it just because the speed is too slow? He is hasted, okay. Could have used an all bad potion, but we should not be taking any more damage for the rest of the fight, so it's okay. So now, okay, this works very good. Yeah, okay, perfect. This is exactly why I couldn't Dark Buster earlier, but now we've got it down, I believe. Yeah, okay, this is just a free one now. So here we Dark Buster. Now I can just mental break and it's basically over at this point. Or is it? Hold on, is that too late? I mean, super worst case I can delay it. I know, I think this is fine. This should be okay. Okay, yeah, we're completely fine here, there's no problem. We will probably get way less in terms of overdrives here, which really sucks, but yeah, whatever, okay. So, he won't get hit by the slow guy that's coming now, because he has slow proof, so we can haste. However, Waka and Orin will get hit. For Orin, that works to my advantage, obviously, this is the plan. Yeah, this is seriously like by far the worst possible RNG we could have gotten, but it's okay. Okay, so let me just make sure Riku is hasted, correct? Yes. So now I'm gonna have to be hasting Lulu here. She deals the damage, obviously. This is -1 Phoenix, Chocobo Feather again. Right. right. But we've got this basically down already. I don't think there's any chance I can lose anymore at this point in time. You'll be surprised how fast he dies. Let's track his HP here. So we are currently at 40,000. You'll be shocked how fast this guy dies, really. So we delay attack. This is not necessary, by the way. The delay attack is completely unnecessary. I could already just kill him in this +1 threaten. The reason I'm doing it is because it farms overdrives for the up-and-coming segment. Yeah, the typical delay buster would be even better, but delay attack copycat also works. Just such a strong combo because Riku does not delay herself beyond already what a normal attack would do with copycat, but she does still obviously delay the enemy by the same amount. Actually, wait a second, did I take a turn with Waka? Oh yes, I did, okay. And Kimari also took a turn, I'm pretty sure, so we should be fine on that front. So, yeah, now we just toss these. Yeah, let's speed it up because the fight's already over. Actually, the background looks kind of really bad like this. Let's put it to ×4, that's better. This is so good. Might even fully charge Riku's overdrive at this rate. Yeah, I mean I had to use 2 Chocobo feathers because of the terrible RNG, but it's really okay. Okay, this is really good. Happy we got it like this. This boss is such a pushover, man. It's a shame. We will have to use an ether on Hulu, unfortunately, but that was always gonna happen anyway. That. Actually, you know what would be... No, never mind, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say I might want to actually kill Kimari on purpose since we won't be struggling to kill him. Kill Evray here, we'd have still so many turns to win anyway. That's because I want his SOS Null Blaze procced. Kimari, what am I doing? I guess at this point I don't have to use any more MP than necessary, so let's do that. And I mean, she's getting an ether anyway, so yeah. Okay, that was very easy, but we did have to use some resources. I have no idea what the Tetra Bangle does, actually. I really hate this segment, by the way. Like, why don't you get healed for this? It's so annoying. I hate this, and I hate the bomb enemies. The bombs are so bad, I hate them. Like, seriously hate those bombs. Especially before you get Bio. I mean, but what if you, like, don't want to Bio? Bio is probably what makes those bombs kinda bearable in the later segments of the game. We will be also getting just instant death consumables from Altana, so I do intend to use those a lot on this run, much unlike last time. Okay, that's good. Let's not forget to change the weapon. Alright, so I don't think they can apply poison or slow, but I'm not sure. Let's just go with poison proof here. Now fire ward would be useful, but I don't think these matter at all. Roran will probably want lightning strike here. This one should not matter, I believe. Water strike could be good though. So let's go with alchemy. Sleep proof definitely can matter, we'll keep that on. So that means I will probably be committing to having my sleep proof on Waka, which is fine. Yeah, this again shouldn't matter. This definitely matters. We for sure want SOS Null Blaze on Kimari, because that's going to be very critical in a bit. Overdrive modes will all be going to ally. Actually, it doesn't matter just yet. So we're gonna start Riku with Tactician, and everyone else ally. Alright. Okay, basically just gonna skip this immediately. This is probably the hardest encounter that there is in this place, so just a grenade. Just skip this immediately. And because she's on Tactician, I can now charge it again immediately. No, I mean I could have done this before as well, but not like there was any risk in this fight, so we'll lead her Lulu now. And I believe that's all I have to do here. Oh, actually they do survive this with just a little bit of HP left, so I'm gonna have to hit them once. Do they not? Okay, I swear last time I tested this they woke up. Oh, that's because I used black ice. I used black ice, not the hazardous shell. Okay, makes sense. Now let's put Riku back to ally here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do that again, yeah. Maybe I should have bought even more maps and grenades. Okay, so those guys will just die, and basically we don't want Lulu in, but everyone else is fine. Yeah, I guess I didn't really. I mean, so what I could have done is not do that. So it would have saved me map grenade, I guess. I don't know if that was worth it. So what I wanted to do, or I mean not wanted to do, I guess I just wanted to skip it with Riku. Now what I did last time at least is that basically in the encounter before this you can just kill Kimari after using Hazardous Shell or whatever, and then you can revive him with a Phoenix down to critical HP, and these guys only deal fire damage, and this one just puts you at 1, so you can just solo this encounter basically. And yeah, no, we're gonna be farming overdrives for a very long time here, until everyone's full again. Unfortunately, specifically Titus, Riku, and Waka's overdrives do not carry over into Via Purifico. Do not ask me why, it makes very little sense to me, but I tested it and they didn't. So unless that was a bug, they just don't do that. Everyone else's, however, will be relevant. Or, well, not Kimari's, because I don't intend to pick him up, but it will be relevant for the encounters after this, because I'll just use Kimari's overdrive to skip past them. The Aether on Lulu is just an emergency thing, like, in case something goes really bad, I don't know. I mean, I could miss the reels on Waka or something like that, you never know. It's not technically strictly necessary. I mean, if you're not doing an Ironman run, I definitely wouldn't recommend giving her the Aether here. Unless you don't want to farm overdrives, in which case it's absolutely critical that you do give her the Aether. guess I can do this as well. Is that faster? I think so. Okay, everyone else is full. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's kind of taking a while. I still haven't seen the other Ironman run, by the way. There was some other guy on YouTube, I don't really know his name. I forgot. Who did a regular Ironman run, right? That was recently completed. I haven't really seen it. I think I saw specifically the Seraph fight, but I didn't look at anything else. It's mainly because I actually think Ironman, like normal Ironman, is not very interesting, I feel like, in this run, because actually, or I mean in this mod, because I think it's actually not hard. I mean, it sounds really difficult, but I feel like if I was allowed to customize, this would be extremely easy. I mean, not to take away from his accomplishment, it's still cool, but yeah, I actually don't think it's particularly difficult. But yeah, I wonder like how similar our playthroughs are. I'd like to maybe check his out as well. I just really don't have that much time. I mean, right now I'm not very duty bound, which is why I can do this, but still have a lot of other hobby projects, you know. Like I'm writing a book right now, I'm also playing a bunch of other games and stuff like that. Alright. So here I think it's good to just use a Mega Potion. I will do that. It's debatable whether it's more or less valuable than the high potions I'd have to waste, but I think it's definitely better to use the Mega Potion there. Not pre-cooled on this. Okay. Actually, I mean, I'm gonna use Kimari's to skip the next encounter if I'm not mistaken, so I could actually start with this. As long as I have first strike, which I do. Wonderful. Right, next one. We're skipping probably with Riku's again, or Waka is also fine. No, wait, yeah, this one's for Waka, right? Because the next one I think Waka doesn't hit. Actually, good question. I haven't tried Oryx Reels, so the ones where there's like a front line and a back line, I've tried Orin's Tornado, and the Tornado only hits the front line. And Riku's Hazardous Shell, I believe, does hit everything, so I don't know which one Oryx Reels behaves like, but I definitely know Riku's works, so let's do it that way. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even 100% sure. I'm like 90% sure Riku's Hazardous Shell works. I'm pretty sure I tested that. But yeah, I mean, it's no harm in doing it this way. So, might as well. Oh wait, actually, was I supposed to? Oh wait, I was supposed to learn Thrust Kick from that. Never mind. Well, it's fine. We don't need it, but yeah, would have been good, I guess. Yeah, that was actually not how I should have done it, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Can still learn it later, I guess. Might even be better to save it for later, I suppose. Yeah, when can I buy maps and grenades again? Because we're kind of running low, actually. Don't like that. Should probably look that up right now, actually, where I can buy maps and grenades again next. Okay, so there's gonna be a bunch of cutscenes, so I can just look stuff up right now. Okay, so apparently maps are sold at all bad item shops. Is that true? So I guess I should be able to get it at the airship then. Oh wait, sorry, I need to do this because the normal skip doesn't work for some reason. And grenade, let's see. Okay, I mean, it says the same thing. Purchase at all bad item shops throughout the game. So this cutscene I can skip. Oh yeah, I completely forgot I still have to do the cloister trials as well. Ugh. Wait, 128? What's up with that? Is that because of the tests files that I was keeping? Probably, yeah. But this is the normal one, so these look... No, wait, okay, yeah, these ones were just test files then that I made. Yeah, okay. It's just testing stuff on those. I mean, I should have time to do this anyway, but... Okay. Yeah, okay, I don't need to do that right now. Time for this. So how does this work again? Let's see. I think I'm supposed to take this. I did not mean to put it back in. Now we drop off here. And I think I have to put it here. Okay, I think I can start by going all the way down. Kinda strange that I still remember this so well. Normally I think I don't. Okay, I think this was maybe actually suboptimal. I could have done it in a quicker way, but it's okay. So, actually, which one do I have to go to now? Is it the second one? I think yes. Okay, I mean, I was literally mashing X, so I don't know, it just didn't work. I feel like that was impossible, but maybe it's just me, I don't know. Okay, this time it worked, wonderful. Okay, this time it worked as well. Even at such a high speed. Actually, hold on, I think I should do it like this, because I won't be... Oh no, wait, then I can't get it right. Then I guess I just have to come back, right, because I have to put this sphere in first. Man, I'm mashing it, it doesn't work. Is it supposed to be able to... And like, is it guaranteed that it works no matter what timing you have, or is it just me here that's messing up? Even slowed it down to -1. Okay, so now I have to take that other sphere again to get the 99 potions. Oh my god, man, why isn't it working? Do I have to time it? Is it not okay to mash X? But I think I always used to just mash X if I want to turn here in this corridor. Pretty sure that just used to work. I'm gonna try to time it now instead of mashing. Let's see if that works any better. Okay, I think it's just linear from here. Alright. Is Yuna in right now? No, she's not. Okay. So I think that ring was through Yuna. Is that just the one with 4 slots? With 4 open slots? Yeah, okay. So what's the other thing we got? SOS Overdrive. You know, that could actually matter. I mean, obviously it's terrible on Lulu, but I feel like that could actually matter. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do. God, so for the very first fight, is there anything I want to change for Lulu's Overdrive? Oh no, wait, I forgot, sorry. I think I can just do that after getting her into the party. Same with Oren, so yeah, there's no I mean, I can also just do it now, whatever. Let's see, for Oren, let's go with Warrior, and I think Lulu also Warrior, probably. I'm gonna put Yuna on Slayer for now. Yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Yuna? I think we can start the prayers now, guys. I think the first part of Via Purifico is the most dangerous. Like, if I get ambushed, I'm straight up just immediately dead, I believe. And for the second part, it's gonna be rough as well, but not impossible. Second part, we're less likely to die on, but yeah. So, good news, I've tested this a bunch of times and you usually don't die. Like, it takes a bit of bad luck to actually die here. So I did learn Flare. Oh no, I did not mean to turn around, dude. If I get an encounter because of that, I'm gonna be really mad. This all doesn't matter, okay. Slayer. Okay. Made it here, that's good. So this is really unfortunate, but I do have to do this. There's specifically one encounter here where it really matters that she has this extra MP that I think is straight up just unwinnable if she doesn't have that. Okay. Yeah, I'm really praying. Guys, I really don't want to lose this run, okay? It's so much fun. I really don't want to die here. Please don't let me die. Okay, let me just summarize the encounters we can get. So there's the one with the evil eyes. That one is not a problem at all, unless I get ambushed, in which case I'm dead. I think I'm dead no matter what encounter ambushes me. So if we get ambushed, that's the run. If I don't get ambushed here, the eyes are really easy because I can always win in exchange for a Mega Phoenix. So I would love to get that encounter. Anything else, if I don't get ambushed, I have a one-time free win with Yuna's Overdrive. That should be charged. I didn't check, but if it's not bugged, it should be charged. Also after that, so we're basically gonna have to get to Lulu by that point. Once we have used up Yuna's Overdrive, we're gonna have to get to Lulu or only encounter the eyes, or we're just automatically dead pretty much. There is one encounter that she can actually win that is not the eyes, but it requires a bit of luck, so don't think our chances are very good there. And then once we get Lulu, we're fine as long as we don't get ambushed, except against one specific encounter again. If we get that encounter, it's gonna really burn through my resources, and it's basically a 50-50 if we win or not, so let's see. That's the one, by the way, that has like 2 of those annoying fish enemies, and then 1 more enemy. God, I'm so scared of this, please, I don't want to lose, please don't make me lose. Just give me good RNG here. Okay, this is a really early encounter, guys. This is the worst RNG I've had so far in like 5 or so test attempts I've done. Oh no, this is not good. Usually you actually end up either getting through Lulu or at least being on the same screen before you get the first encounter. This is looking really fucking bad now. Oh my god. Do not do this to me, please. I'm not even going to pick that chest up, by the way. Okay, so most dangerous part is over, but we can still definitely die. I'm not picking that chest up, I'm not doing anything except rushing straight for the exit in here. Also, yeah, okay, fine. I'm not sure, but I think they might actually deal water damage, so I should equip that. Might matter. It's probably something I should know, but I actually don't. Oh my god, no, please don't do this to me. Dude, please don't do it. No, do not kill Lulu. Do not kill her. Okay. So this is why we have it. This one-shots. I think that might one-shot without magic booster as well, but there's another enemy that you don't one-shot unless you... God, I think we actually lost, by the way, guys. Dude, can you believe it, man? This is so bullshit. Okay, okay, this is good. Oh my god, yes, please. Oh yes, I think we might win. Take the elixir, anything it takes. Okay, I think we might be fine. I think we won, actually. God, I hate this place. Man, I was really scared for a second. I think we're fine now. I think I can't lose anymore. Not to this encounter, that is. Oh my god, thank god, man. Oof, we're fine. And I'm gonna give her another ether here so she gets her full overdrive in case we get ambushed again. You never know, man, you never know. I'm so glad we didn't lose. Oh my god, I was scared. Yeah, I was really debating whether the MP thing is excessive or not, because it usually doesn't end up mattering, because Lulu can just beat these encounters normally, but yeah, this is exactly why I gave that to Yuna, guys. Oh my god, I'm so glad we did this. Okay, so now I'm not gonna do it again, so I can switch to this route. She has her overdrive, so there's no need. Yeah, I think we're fine now. Amazing. I could even dare open a chest now because I have her full overdrive, but I'm kind of still too scared to do it. Okay, so now basically there's a bunch of ability distillers in here that we won't get because I'm too scared to get the chests, so we're gonna have to have significantly weaker summons for this fight. However, it is still very consistently possible. As long as I don't mess up, we'll want Bio-Osmos on Shiva, I believe, yes. Then we'll want Cura on maybe Osmos. No, wait, hold on. What was it again? I mean, we definitely need Bio on Ixion and then Cura, Osmos, no, Bio and Cura on Bahamut. Yeah, I think that's it. Wait, is that it actually? I think that's it. Should be. We've got Bio on Ixion. Should I just test it on a different save file to be sure? I really don't want to lose now that we've come here. I think I'm gonna test it on a separate one. So I'm pretty sure this should be fine, right? Got Osmos on, not Osmos on Bahamut, but we have it on Shiva, so we definitely need Bio on all three. And we definitely need Cura. I think this is fine. Yep, okay. Yeah, this should definitely work. So you can do it without Bio as well on Shiva, so then you could give Osmos to Bahamut, but I don't think it really matters. Switch this back to Ice. Also, actually, maybe not. Maybe this is better. Okay, I'm actually scared enough that I want to test this on a different save file real quick. Hold up, I think I should have a save file for that. If not, I have it in a different folder. Okay, should I make some kind of UI overlay thing for it being practice, not actually, like... Is that relevant? Okay, no, I don't think so. I'm just gonna do this. Obviously this does not count as losing the Ironman. It's basically just like, you know, starting a new session. Let's see. I'm gonna go here and try it again. Cabal via Purifico. Wonderful. Okay. Do Bio-Osmos on Shiva. Ixion is just Bio. And Bahamut is Cura. As well as Bio. Okay, this should be it. Now let me test this real quick. The one I'm not sure about is the Ixion. This one will definitely work, and the Bahamut one will also definitely work. The Ixion one is the one I'm kinda starting to get a bit worried about. So we start with Null Blaze, obviously, and then Bio. Now this is just a really simple fight. Don't even have to attack, it's that easy. Guess I didn't actually need Osmos on Shiva. Or did I? No, I definitely did not. We'll probably want Osmos on Shiva anyway though, for the Remium fights and so on. Okay, so this is the only one I'm not 100% certain on, but it should still win. I mean, I'd be really surprised if we don't win here. This one I could actually choose not to shield, but yeah, let's shield. No, this is definitely winning. Actually, you know what? This is probably, I mean, we should still win, however, this is unnecessarily risky, because, yeah, that would have actually dealt a lot of damage here, so I would have had to normally, like, assume that didn't miss, I would have to Cura here, and then, yeah, I mean, okay, it still wins, though. And this one's basically unlosable. Because he doesn't even attack except as a counter to bio first, and then you basically can't lose anymore. That crit is not necessary whatsoever. Yeah, okay, this definitely wins. Now, when can I reset? Okay, there we go. Now back to the actual run here. Okay, everything's set up, right? I did save after that. Bio Osmos. Bio. And Cura. As well as Bio, okay, perfect. You might say it's relevant to check because I don't have ability destroyers anyway, but you know, like worst case, I could obviously go pick up the ability destroyers that are here anyway. Okay, so yeah, this definitely should be unlosable. And oh god, it's pretty fast. Okay, let's do that. Do not get ambushed, please. Okay, this one I don't even have to use any overdrives on. I think this is water. Hold on, by the way, it's fixed. The UI is working again, isn't that awesome? I didn't even notice. Hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, wait, I forgot to check the sensor text. Okay, yeah, water spells. Okay, perfect. Outside. That's bio, I guess. Oh yeah, that's a lot of bio damage. Such a shame I had to use the MP Sphere on Yuna though, because it's so good on Waka. I mean, this shouldn't matter, but you know, better safe than sorry. Of course I get another encounter, why not? I mean, it's like 30 HP, I suppose. I mean, there's a small chance it might matter, you never know. Okay. As I said, this one should not be losable. Don't even have to attack. So actually let's do it a little slower. I'm kind of worried I might miss a click or something. Okay, that's one fight down. speed, it's not. I can always still misclick or do something really stupid and die, so you never know. Yeah, I always wonder if it's even good to like do this, to be honest. I don't know. Because I think I actually want to heal on this turn. Oh, wait, no, I definitely don't want to heal on this turn. Okay, actually, you know what? It's not even bad. It might even have been optimal, dare I say. Alright, that's useful, obviously. Do I want to Cura? It's probably not. We should have it in a bit. Where does he? No, not yet. Wait, can I get crit by the way? I don't think so, but not 100% certain. Okay. Yeah, I think the Bahamut one is definitely unlosable, so at this point it should be over. However, we are still not done with the super dangerous segment, because the second part I can also die to. There's specifically one encounter, by the way, with those two big sharks and the two small ones that I think is like basically completely unwinnable if you get ambushed. Even if I have overdrive, so I genuinely don't know if that fight is winnable. Wait, did that happen last time? I mean, it shouldn't matter, but I feel like the turn order is a little bit different here. Okay, that's that. Yeah, so as long as I don't get that one specific encounter, I think we will be fine here. That's good also, yeah, the Chocobo Wings, I don't think it'll come up, but technically possible. So this is what I've been saving some gil for, by the way. This is probably where we're gonna want to buy a bunch of items, because it's the normal price, or the cheapest one you can get anyway. I feel like I want Lightning Strike here, not 100% certain. Dark Touch should be irrelevant, so let's do this. Poison Proof is definitely relevant, we want that. Okay, so with Riku I'm gonna have to put her on Tactician. I'm basically just gonna like Smoke Bomb, Silence Grenade, whatever encounter I can get to farm her Overdrive to be super safe here. And these other two, I guess Warrior maybe? Not totally certain, maybe Tactician's better on Waka. I don't actually know, to be honest. I do definitely know I want Tactician and Riku, the others shouldn't really matter though. Okay, I think this is fine here. Let's turn the speed down a bit. Definitely have to clean up the save files in a bit as well. We're running out of save file slots. Let's buy... Actually, let's go to 30 of this. Definitely want to leave water. I can buy grenades and up circle. Just waiting for that. Actually didn't realize you could. Wait, do I have the correct weapon? Yes, I do. I'm so paranoid about this, I swear. I know it's unnecessary, but you know. Okay, this is exactly that encounter, by the way. If this was an ambush, I think I would just auto-lose here. So what we can do now, though, is just this. On turn 1, they don't do anything dangerous. So basically, these guys, these Remoras, turn 1 they just do a normal attack, then turn 2 they do some kind of undodgeable attack that just always hits, and then turn 3 they just use some super strong AoE move, and I really don't want to get hit by that. Also, these guys can hit through dark, and they poison and slow, so if that happens we might be a little bit screwed as well. However, now that we got a turn with Riku, it's all fine, because I can just smoke bomb and silence grenade, and then we should be okay. So that's our overdrive. And now I just go map grenade to win. Where are the grenades here? Yeah, I'm not used to the sorted one. I'm used to the grenades being somewhere completely different. Yeah, I think I can just pass. Maybe I should have put them to ally, actually, I'm not sure. Hard to say. In any case, I'm gonna cure their silence here so Riku can get even more overdrive, so we're ready for the next time. Okay, I think now if yeah, again, if I get ambushed by this and I have bad RNG, it's just unwinnable. If they don't attack Riku, maybe it's fine. Let's keep going. Okay, just one more. Yeah, this one's totally okay. Actually, is it that okay? I mean, you can definitely still lose to this encounter. We'll want everyone hasted, that's for sure. Especially Waka, because you'll want Sleep Buster against these Remoras. I would ideally like to not have to use more smoke bombs, they're really valuable. So for now, as I said, I can dark attack these, but starting from turn 2 and onwards, it's gonna have to be Sleep Buster. I'm gonna try to just kill one of them as quickly as possible. Could find my lightning marbles. Here we go. Yeah, I guess that one. Oh my god, that's so much damage actually. That is dangerous. So we'll want to Sleep Buster at least one of them. We're gonna act roughly at the same. I'm pretty sure I can kill this one before it acts, so let's do this. Yeah, those guys are gonna start using Berserk soon, the ones in the middle. I don't know what they're called. Phlegias, whatever. Okay, I'm not getting... Oh wait, never mind. It's not the same enemy. Keep scrolling too far down. Yeah, okay, this is good. This will unfortunately cost remedies, but you can't really do too much about that. I do believe it does charge if I slow it, so let's maybe not slow it. The problem is I don't really have anything to do at the moment. I can heal Waka, I suppose. Shouldn't matter, but you never know. So I don't want to wake this guy up. Silence these in the middle, but I don't think there's too much of a point to it. Remedies are really expensive, however, I think you get enough remedies naturally, but you wouldn't ever really need to buy any remedies, so don't particularly mind having to use them up here. You have to use one more remedy even. Don't want to attack just yet. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate, but it's okay. Actually, do I even have to remedy? I don't think I have to remedy. So I can quick hit here to then delay attack if I really have to. Could also technically sleep master this one too, I believe. Yeah, because we're right next to the Ace here, so this should be okay. Is there any chance I get an encounter here? I mean, I have an overdrive, so you know, I shouldn't lose, but I don't want to use Riku's overdrive if I don't have to. Okay. Perfect. Oh, I should have saved over this one, but it's okay. Okay, yeah, we survived actually. Cool. I thought it would be less than an hour, but actually we're over an hour apparently. So yeah, I did survive the probably most threatening segment in the game up until Seraph. I'm really happy about that. It was really close though, honestly. It's a very close call there when we got ambushed in the Yuna segment of Via Purifico. I'm really glad we didn't die. I thought it was going to be over there for a second. We actually had a bit of a close call in the desert as well last stream. However, that's, to be fair, I just wasn't prepared for that. Like I said last time as well, I spent an hour or so just walking around in the desert and inspecting the encounters and coming up with contingency plans in case you get ambushed or something, and I swear I haven't seen that encounter a single time, so yeah, almost wiped to that. There was also one where like I was on really low HP and the airship to the bombs, but that's not really a close call, if you ask me. Because I mean, it was controlled, right? There was no randomness involved there. I knew I was gonna survive. It just looked a little close because my HP was really low and my characters were dead. That one just took resources that I would have rather used somewhere else, but it wasn't really a close call. So we've had 2 close calls so far already. It's maybe not looking too great. However, after Altana we'll have consumables that inflict death, so I think that's gonna make random encounters less threatening. But you can always die in the Omega Ruins, honestly, so that's probably why I won't even do the Omega Ruins for a while once you get into the post game. You can seriously just always die there, it's terrible. Anyway, I think I shouldn't talk too much. We basically achieved the goal for now. I said I was just gonna play through this segment where there's a very high chance that we'll just randomly die and I can't do anything about it, so I'll probably end this stream right here, and then we'll see, maybe tomorrow or maybe even later tonight I'll just play through the next segment where we'll probably do Evray Altana and then see more Natus and I think the Calm Lands as well. Might even do Nuzlocke, depends on how long the rest takes. Yeah, so that was basically that for today, and or well, at least for this part of today, and yeah, thanks for watching and potentially see you next time.